Black Compass Media back live with another one. Shout out to everybody that's out there right now. Everybody's gonna hear this tone, bro. Checking in. Make sure you follow us at Black Compass BCM on Twitter. Join the Discord, join the discussion, join the movement. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole team as well. New Battler Spotlight, where we get to showcase some of the up and coming talent, the people that's working, the people that's on the court, the people that's making noise out here in this battle rap community that's really doing their thing, man. And I want to shout out before I get started, man. I want to shout out Wing for all the work that she's been doing, building the farm system of RBE through the bricks and the intake. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that we showcase that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a difficult job, man. It's difficult finding like the new talent, helping them in their careers, shaping them, putting together matchups that make sense. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to highlight that. If you I want to make sure that also the people that come in here, make sure you share the stream, put the stream out there. Listen, it's the new guys, you know what I mean? It's the new talent. Yo, we want to know who's the guys that's really working and things like that. So this is designed to help them promote their brand, let you know what type of time and they on, where to go see their battles, all that good stuff. So all the branding, so all the chat, make sure y'all share the stream, share it on Twitter, things like that. I'll retweet it. You know what I'm saying? Because this is where we at, man. The game is on reset. The game is on reset. That's what they say. They say the game is on reset. So they ask me all the time, Tone, who are the newest talents, man? Who are the guys that's really moving the needle? Who are the guys with the original styles, with the energy? You know what I'm saying? That could really captivate audiences and things like that. So the gentleman that I have coming up here right now, you might have seen him on Rare Breed Entertainment doing his goddamn thing against people like Boss Moves, Preem, things like that, man. You know what I'm saying? He's been on the cards. You see him in the spaces talking his talk. So we're going to build with the brother, you know what I mean? So make sure y'all share this out. My man sounded like a henchman from Last Dragon. That's hilarious, Dio. I'm going to be honest. That's funny as hell. Like jokes like this, we're going to show these on the chat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But big shout out to that, man. But without further ado, we got my man Power. Power, what's going on with you, bro?
What's the word, gang? What's the word? How everybody doing? Big power shit. You know what it is.
Yeah. Listen, I already start off the same way, man. How is Power doing, man? Introduce yourself to the people where you know what I'm saying, where you from, all your slogan, whatever. But what's up, man? How is Power doing, bro?
Man, power always good. He always on. It's your baby mama best friend.
Oh,
Big power. Bad news, Virginia. Follow me on Twitter.
mm-hmm.
YABMBFF. Your baby mama best friend. It ain't going nowhere.
God. Okay. Baby mama best friend. That's crazy. First of all. Because like that's even crazier than saying like, yo, I'm gonna smash it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want my baby mom being best friends with nobody. You know what I'm
Nobody,
saying?
nigga.
Yeah,
No.
like that's wild. I'm gonna be honest. You're a wild boy for that. You know what I mean? But
Y'all told me when
let's
I stepped into the joint that I needed to make a name for myself, so I chose that
yeah. Okay.
one.
Yo, so let's get into it, man. Let's talk, man, because I like to get the origin stories and things like that. I know you've been doing your thing on the social media, really getting your name out there, interacting with the fans on spaces, really building through the RB process, man. I really enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Me and you've had the opportunity to build as well. Bad news, Virginia.
You better
Newport,
believe it.
man. That's where we come from and things like that. How was you know what I'm saying? How did you come up in Virginia, man? And shout out to Virginia because I got some, y'all got a belt over there right now. But how was it coming up in Virginia, man? Talk to me, bro.
I mean, really, it's just like everywhere else. One of the things in Virginia that we hate to hear is when, you know what I'm saying, people from other places, it's in this place or in that place. I use Chicago or LA or New York, for example. I
Yeah.
mean, that shit don't move nothing over here for real. It's still the same type of noise. Y'all pretty familiar with a lot of our products, so you know the
Mm.
type of energy we bring. If you look at Vic and Allen Iverson, that's Newport News. That's bad news energy right there.
Talk to me.
Badass downtown nigga eventually will shine. With an
Yeah.
S, not a Z. You know what I'm saying? We
Uh-huh.
all came up under the same group. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Wickham, Wick Zoo, Big Wick Zoo,
Yeah.
13th and Wick. You know what I'm saying? I'm on 76 now. AI came up out Stewart Gardens, Vic from downtown. We all, you know what I'm saying? That's just how shit
Uh-huh.
go around here. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's
Listen.
very few of us that shine around this bitch the way we supposed to. So that's why
Mm.
I'm on the run that I'm trying to get on, so that way we can bring some of the light back to the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely understand that. You know, my first foray into Virginia as a scene and the aesthetic outside of the Michael Vicks and AIs was them clips, man. Malice and
Yep.
Pusha T.
See,
I'm from
that's crossed the
Virginia.
water. They wilder. They
Nothing to do
wilder.
but cook. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this is what we grew up with, Lord willing and all that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, what sort of like in your formative years, man, what were the sort of the things, the scenery that kind of shaped the person that we see performing and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Like what was the scenery like for you? What were you into when you jumped off the porch, man? Give us a portrait of what power was about, you know, as an adolescent and things like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, for the most part, starting at a young age, I was a fun-loving kid. You know what I'm saying? Used to have fun, all of that shit. But then I got pushed off the porch early. And I
Mm,
had a certain type of understanding of shit early because of my pops. You know what I'm saying? My pops was out here. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Always tried to keep me on the right path, but I mean, poverty is poverty. You know what I mean? So
right.
ain't but so much you can do. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, growing up for me may not be the same in bad news as it would for somebody else. I done seen family members get shot and killed. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? It's so waking up to that early, you know what I'm saying? 7, 8 years old, you know what I mean? That shit just don't go nowhere type shit. So I had to grow up
yeah,
earlier than most kids. But majority of the time, shit, for real. I'm never really a cartoon dude, but I like to have fun. Even today, like I
yeah.
still like to
Okay.
joke around, have
Uh-huh.
fun. I grew up on the block joking around and shit. Jokes for days when I'm in the mood, you know what I mean? Type shit. It's just a normal upbringing. Same thing
Yeah.
everybody go through. You make your mistakes, you know what I'm saying? And you
Mhm.
grow.
Okay. And shout out my man EJ in the chat as well.
Shout out
Big
EJ, man.
shout out to you, bro. Share the stream and things like that as y'all come in. But all right, so we off the porch, you know what I'm saying? Impressionable kid, fun loving kid, and things like that, you know. And hip hop, man. Some greats come out of there, man. Pharrell, Missy Elliott, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace,
Timberland.
Timberland. Like it's just,
Rest in peace, Magoo.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Don for fucking Quan.
yeah.
Niggas don't even remember that name. That was
Talk your talk.
damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
That's original. You watch that Don Faquan video, that's downtown Newport News, nigga. Peddler's Village. That shit is a police station now. That was the
mm,
flea market, nigga. You go in there, you get we used to stay with 10 pairs of whites and 10 pairs of blacks because we had to plug with with about 5 pair of weeks. That was
mm.
a monthly trip to go do that right quick. Just so
Yeah.
that way we was always fresh. When Peddler's Village closed, you realized who the dirty niggas was out the hood. That's how that shit go.
It dried up. Everything dried up,
Man,
bro.
man, hey, cuz, yo, you got to think the way downtown set up, it's not really downtown. Bad news is downtown Newport News. Uptown, Midtown, that's their own entity. So
Yeah.
downtown is 39 streets deep, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
5 streets to 7 streets wide, depending on if you count the little side roads and shit.
Hmm.
So it's not really a big area. Now, we do come back up a little bit to like 43rd with Newsom Park, and you got a couple projects past 39th Street. But
Yeah.
for the most part, we was all a family because that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? You stayed in them streets, and then shit. Up until I was probably about 21, my nigga, I ain't never go to Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Suffolk, Chesapeake. I stayed in downtown Newport fucking News. You know what I mean? Never seen a
Mm.
bridge, never seen a tunnel, ain't give a fuck about water, none of that shit. Now look at me. I'm in Atlanta, New York, Carolinas. I'm having fun
Yeah.
now, goddamn it.
Different, right? All off of the craft and everything like that. And speaking
That
of, man,
part.
yeah, let's get into the origins, man, because you know, like was you more into like the music aspect and things like that? Because you know, everybody has a different origin story when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to battling. You know what I'm saying? So people got the music, other people, yo, my man could rap. He said, yo, he knew somebody to rap. Yo, bro, I know you could rap, so what's up? What was the origin story for Power? Like, how did you? And first of all, that name is crazy. That you know what I mean? To run with a name like that, I feel like you gotta kind of be somebody. You know what I'm saying?
48
So
laws, man.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, but your foray into this, bro, the foray into this battle rapping thing, how did you start off with it?
I've always written. I've written, you know what I'm saying? I write, I might write a script, write a book, you know what I'm saying? Yada, yada,
Mhm.
yada, you know what I'm saying? But I've always written raps, you know what I'm saying? Growing up and shit. You know, everybody back in the day, that Mace Harlem World drop, everybody was singing them shit, you know what I
Oh
mean? You
man,
sit in
talk
that,
about it. See, these kids, yeah, let me take off the glasses. You children don't understand. To y'all, Y'all young, you know what I'm saying? We had Los Primo up here, shout out to him. But you don't know. Mace used to be one of them, bro. Power, please
Nigga,
talk about it. Please,
man,
bro. Please.
Mace was my favorite fucking rapper. The lyricism that goes into a lot of those songs, standing on the wall, hand on your balls, lighting up draws, always fighting in the club. I'm the reason
Uh-huh.
they made the dress code to figure out what and why when I'm in my French code. That's my shit, man.
Yeah. Guess what I supposed to my neck, to my
Next to
toes,
my
neck
toes,
full of gold.
with
Forget
gold. Guess some
Come
of
on,
Rose.
man.
Those collect those extra O's by the
By the
heat. Get a
get
cue to
elite to the Lexa hoe.
Lex the
Every state.
Every
Come
state,
on,
come
man.
on. Very
Come
day,
on.
nigga. That
Come
was my
on.
shit, man. But
And what
yeah, man, we grew up like that, listening to that, sitting in class and shit. Oh, somebody, God, we'll never do it in this day and age, but somebody be Diddy, somebody be Mace, somebody be Biggie. We reciting, getting in trouble in class and shit. So all that shit came, but I was always a fan of battle. You know what I'm saying? Watching the Mook and Sirius Joneses, the Uncasas, the Party Arties. Before, when you had to buy the DVD type shit, and we would have watch parties at somebody's crib, smoking whatever we doing, just having a good old time. You know what I'm saying? And then I went into the YouTube era, but it was still different than it is right now. That's what niggas don't understand. With right now, it's right here. You got the luxury. Before, you had to know who the league was, who was on the card, when it was going down, when they dropped the footage, and you had to be on Facebook to find out all of this fucking information.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's really my era of battle rap. And then as I got older and shit, you know what I'm saying? I never really did. I was in the streets too much, bro. To be honest with you, I never took any of this shit serious until I got shot. Once I got shot in 2015, actually I got shot in 15. I had a child in 18. You know what I'm saying? My son. But between 16 and 18, my baby mama, they had a new league pop up around here with niggas I went to school with. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know each other and shit. So I'm hearing from her. She like, yo, I know you watch battle rap. They got a new league. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can go in there, do judging, do something like that. Cause rapper? No. You know what I'm saying? That nigga out here doing other shit. That nigga don't rap. You know what I mean? But then I reached out to one of my mans, my nigga Wop. Shout out Wop. You know what I'm saying? But I reached out to him and I'm like, no, matter of fact, I put a post in a Facebook group at the time and I said, I heard y'all got bars over here. What y'all doing? My phone rung in 5 minutes. Yo, you trying to get on stage? I think I done already put my foot in my mouth now. Yeah, I might as well.
Oh, you was talking that talk before, like, yeah, like I could go.
Not even that. I just asked on some shit like, heard y'all got bars, what y'all got going on? And I'm thinking from your standpoint, from a blogger standpoint. I want to get familiar with everybody because I'm a fan. And when he called me and was like, yo, you trying to get on that stage? I ain't have a fucking choice. That where I come from, when you open your mouth, you gotta do, you know what I mean? You gotta stand on whatever the fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You gotta be about that action, man. They ain't trying to hear that, bro. Come through. That type of thing.
Exactly.
You know
and I don't know if you remember, one of the first battles in Norfolk, I think it was Headhunters, was nigga named Push versus Young X.
Push versus Young X, yeah.
My first battle was Push.
Man, wow. So you just get thrown right into the
fucking
deep end of the pool, right? Right to the deep end of the pool. And Virginia is like, shout out to Seven Cities, man. And the guys that, the cash flow Rizzies and the abs and the big days and things like that, because by the time you jump in, they already done kind of, they moving around.
They wait.
Yeah. It's like they got people that already kind of made it out that scene. So what did early power sound like, man? You know what I'm saying? Like what type of time was you on? Because you got the street credentials and all that other stuff. And what type of shit was you on early on?
I ain't gonna lie to you. My first couple battles, all I talked about was cocaine and wokeness. That was it. I was a woke cocaine dealer. That was all I had. Nigga, dust on the cargoes, nigga. That was all I had. I battled
cocaine and wokeness is crazy.
Nigga, I was awake with cocaine. But goddamn, my second battle was a Christian battle rapper. And he was like one of the leading rappers. And he does Broadway, he does this, he does that. And our hood and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was my second battle. And I went in this straight lyricism mode, my nigga. I started talking about ethereal races. I mean, ethereal beings, the 7 root races, the man, how the Bible was wrong. Yeah, they threw the book at us fresh off a slave ship and went into all, you know what I'm saying? I missed them days. I
Oh,
wish
you
I
was
could
talking
get
that.
back
Wait,
into that.
whoa, hold on. Spin that bar back. What you was talking about, bro? What you
I
was
said,
saying?
yeah, they threw the book at us straight off the slave ship. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole bunch of shit in that round. I actually chopped that round up. I might chop that round up with this interview just
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah. So you talking that talk to him, but it's like it's still knowledge itself type stuff.
Because I started with the 48 laws of power, and part of my issues was I used it as a Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because I personally never read the Bible, but the 48 laws of power makes more sense to me. So I had to, from there, you don't learn shit personally. I didn't learn shit in school because I couldn't relate. I had to want to learn. So once I got to the age where it's like, yo, I'm ready to learn now, I start looking up the Shamalas and Hollow Earth and the 7 root races of man, the 33 realms, ethereal beings. It's so much shit I started tripping over to a point to where I had to question myself on some shit. And the shit sound crazy as hell to this day. But I stand on this with 10 toes. I heard a voice say, I'm wondering, I wonder if I'm doing the right thing because I'm learning about good and evil. I always say in order to understand good, you must first understand evil. You know what I'm saying? So I asked the question and I heard a voice clear as day say, yo, you on the right path, my son. Just keep doing what you're doing. Boy, I got scared and stopped.
Man.
I was bad, nigga. I became a nigga again. Now I'm
yeah.
But nigga, that shit scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I ain't ready for this, Lord. Like,
right. You know what I'm saying? That's funny, man. That's funny. You know what? And it's stuff like that that helps me really connect to you know, some of the topics that you bring to the ring now, and you know, just even your approach to this, right? Like it's grown man. You know what I'm saying? It's grown man shit. You're not playing around. You know what I'm saying? And
that's a fact.
you know,
But see,
as
that's
you
the other thing, bro. I don't have the luxury of doing that. People tell me, oh, you need to show personality, you need to joke, you need to do this. But when I do go in there and do it, it's different for me because yeah, you can tell me that. Like Tone, bro, let's use you for an example. You can clearly tell me, yo, go in there, show some more personality, throw some jokes out there. But I don't look like you. You know what I'm saying? Light skin, red hair, and freckles. I don't have the
yeah. That's a tough
luxury.
life. You signed up
You
for a
feel
tough
me?
life. Yeah.
I don't have the luxury of going in there and joking. I got to make my point and set the tone straight out the gate. Now, later on, I might be able to throw something witty in there, maybe a little jokey joke, but I got to show you my personality outside of that ring. I can't have that particular personality in the ring because of the presentation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get that. I understand that. And you gotta play the, you know, what your strengths are and stuff like that. So you battling in Virginia, you start off with push, you get the Christian battler, you talking your talk. And then what was the point where you became a little bit more serious about it, right? Because at first it's like, well, can I do it? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then it becomes like, yo, I might have something here. You know what I'm saying? So what was that point for you where it was like, all right, I'm on the court now. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like, when did you hit that inflection point in your career?
My third battle, I battled a nigga named Atlas. And the whole I thought I was the best nigga in the world. You know what I'm saying? It was like that like night and day type shit. He was the you know what I'm saying? He stayed on the other end of the strip and I stayed on the other end of the strip, but we had a mutual respect for each other for how we come up and you know what I'm saying, what we known for.
Right.
So I get in there, the whole building full of his niggas. Boy, them niggas had me with crickets. Soon as he started rapping, the building go up, nigga.
Arms folded.
The fuck, nigga, I'm like, bitch, I know all y'all. Stop fucking playing with me, man. That's when I learned how battle rap go. So goddamn, I got off of that joint. I didn't really care. But then one of my bros, the nigga 14, came to me. He was like, yo, I want you to be the face of my league because our original TBA, the Bar Association, that kind of died out. So about 8 months went past, and 14 came. He was like, I want you to be the face of the league. I want to manage you, yada yada yada. Like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we doing. So I had one more battle. After that battle, I had beef with a nigga. I'm talking about I done followed this nigga home from work. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit. Niggas telling me like, yo, that ain't battle rap. You gotta, you know what I mean, settle it.
Why was you so mad? What happened, Power? What happened in the battle that made you know what I'm saying?
The day I lost. No, matter of fact, that wasn't the day I lost. I was working security for the event that day. And I had, you know, we on Facebook talking our shit, you know what I'm saying? Everybody talking. I was throwing a couple bars out there.
Right.
So then when he get on stage to rap, I think like at the end of his first round, he said one of my bars. And I'm standing down there with my back turned, and everybody in front of me looked at me and was like, "Ain't that your shit?" And I turned around and looked up at them, nigga, that's my shit. Like, fuck you, you pussy ass nigga. And I almost grabbed that nigga legs and yanked that nigga off the shit. After that, we go in the back office and shit. When we get in the back office and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sitting down looking at the footage. So I got, you know how it go. We in the hood, so everything. So I'm sitting there looking at the footage. I ain't worried about nothing. I'm looking at the footage. And I hear him say something. I forget now to this day what he said. But when he said it, my antennas went up. And when they went up, I'm like, yo, watch who the fuck you talking. When I turned my head, the nigga was standing up already. So when he's standing up, I'm like, oh, nah, it ain't going to be that. So and when I stand up, everybody grabbed me and pushed me back and grabbed my arm. Like, I'm about to reach on this. We going straight up. What's up? Yeah. But he kept doing that trolling shit. So it got to a point one day I just started looking for information, found out where he worked at, found out where he lived at, and eventually he gave me the battle at home.
Man.
Damn. That was my best battle, one of my best battles, my best performances to this date. That's where the muscle memory, I feel like that's where the muscle memory bars originated from, because that was my first. Hey, Chips, I know about the infantry. This ain't a movie. Nigga, it's a documentary, because I can get shot and shoot back just off muscle memory.
Oh, my God. I can get shot and shoot back off muscle memory. Yeah, talk that.
That I think Tay Rock was at that battle. That was 2019. 2019. Rock hosted that battle.
Wow.
It's a picture out with me standing there smiling, doing like this, and Rock behind me rolling a blunt with a big ass grin on his face, doing like yeah, I cooked that battle.
Yeah. Shout out to Tay Rock, because if Tay Rock rolling this L like happy, that means you're doing something. You're doing something well. You know what I'm saying?
And then you might know the nigga. The nigga, his name Jack Papel. He from out of South Carolina. A couple years ago, he did that. He was like one of the first people to do that Nickelodeon scheme shit. Where he did, like, we good now, we cool and shit, but he did that whole Nickelodeon scheme with Doug Funny, the Rugrats, Susie, all of that shit on some South Carolina battle league. I forgot what it was, and I forgot who he battled now, but he pretty known in the culture and shit too. He be in events.
Okay. So that was that whole experience, right? Because that could really shape an MC's career. You know what I'm saying? It all pretty much went left. You know what I'm saying? But everybody trying to tell you like, nah, this ain't what that's about. And I know for people, because we of a similar generation, I believe I probably got you by a couple years, but I'm not from the trolling, just say anything era. You know what I'm saying? So for you, adjusting to this battle rap timing, you know what I'm saying? It almost becomes like a valuable lesson. Like, yo, they're going to say certain stuff, but it's a way to do that in the context of the art. Can you talk about that a little bit more? Because I do feel like, you know, you got to learn that as a battler. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is battle rap. You know what I'm saying? So what's your thoughts on that?
I learned the finesse. Like, if you going to troll me, I learned how to make you cross certain lines that allow me the liberty to cross bigger lines. So if say bitch is the problem, like using the word bitch, dealing with a nigga, he doesn't like being called a bitch.
Sure.
But you called me a bitch first. Oh, nigga, fuck your mama. I hope she turn over and nigga, I'm going all the way there because you already told me what you don't like, and that was your first go-to. So you know what I'm saying? I learned that finesse like that. And a lot of times, man, I just be playing. I talk my shit, but because I'm coming from a fan's perspective, but as a battler, me telling you what it really is, and you know the shit, but you is coming from a battler, so you like, but I'm looking at you as a fan. Because you know, whether you want to believe it or not, competition or not, I'm a fan of battle rap. So that means I'm a fan of everybody around me. You know what I'm saying? Whether no matter where anybody in intake will tell you that shit. I don't give a fuck how you rap, how garbage you are, how good. I can see some good with everybody that crosses that stage, and I can see potential with it because of being a fan aspect. Madison is another person that's like that. You gotta holler at Madison. Madison, call that that's my Rolodex. If I got a bar and I'm like, yo, who said some shit like this before? Hey, yo, Madison, who said yada 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 acetaminophen? That nigga be like, oh shit, that was quantum physics versus such and such like 3 years ago on this league. You know what I'm saying? He said da da da. I'm like, God damn, nigga.
Everyone needs a person like that. Like everybody needs that person. It's like, bro, you can't say Iron Low like it's anemic, man, because that's really like You know what I mean? Like,
I
you know.
forgot what bar it was. Arsenal said it, and it was amoxicillin. I had an amoxicillin bar, and I'm like, it's my subconscious is telling me, yo, you done heard this shit before. And I kept putting off calling Madison, getting ready for the battle. About 2 weeks go by. It's probably like a month before the battle. Like, yo, Madison, I had this bar, yo, but I took it out because I felt like somebody said it. That nigga said, yeah, Arsenal said that shit, like, you know what I'm saying, about a month and a half ago in this battle. Da, 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 da. I'm like, oh shit, that's why it was stood out, because I did watch that.
Yeah.
And that's when niggas don't realize that subconscious hits you different. You know what I'm saying?
So you got like Virginia, you know, tough environment, things like that. You're a good dude, but you also got like, you know, you outside things like that. But then
I had to learn. I had to learn with the red hair and freckles. I had to learn that shit. Don't be a good dude. Like, do not do that.
yeah. So you developing your style and things like that, you know what I mean? And I know you mentioned you know, Av and K, you know what I'm saying? I know that they inspired a whole generation of Virginia. You know what I'm saying? You see Big K with the belt right now, man. Virginia, y'all got one, but you know, influence wise, you know what I mean? Some of the people that maybe sort of shaped the way that you move once you became a battler. You know what I mean? Who would you say that some of those people were, or some of those incidents were, where you was like, you know what, I'm gonna incorporate this into what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Not necessarily on stage, but off stage, K is a major one
Mm,
because of how Big K moves. Because knowing the truth, because being from here, knowing the truth of all the stories, you know what I'm saying? The truth behind all the stories and shit, the fucked up stories that you may hear, you understand why. You know what I'm saying? It's like I
mhm,
know why, because I'm going through the same shit. It's crab in a bucket or crab in a barrel mentality. So
mhm.
I'm going through some of the same things that he went through when he first started on URL.
Yeah,
So it's like it's just like the 48 Laws of Power. 48 Laws of Power is a basis to where it's like, all right, this person went through this, and this with these people. Now, in your life, these are the characteristics that people embody. So you may encounter this, and this in your life.
right.
Use what fits. You know what I'm saying? And that's one
Mm,
of them situations with Big K.
mhm,
Outside of that, if you're talking about on stage, I mean, of course, you got the Surfs, the Daylights.
mm,
Um, Daylight, Jerry West is another one. Jerry West is fire to me.
mhm,
Surf, Daylight, Jerry. I'm gonna give you my top five and my six man. Surf, Quantum Physics,
mm.
um, Bill Collector is my six man, and my fifth spot be floating so much. So right now it's just K Shine, because
Yeah.
for some reason that K Shine and JC and K Shine and DNA battles is stuck in my head.
When he did that Michael Jackson scheme versus JC, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna be honest with the people, right? I was mad. At the time, I was a JC, like, yo, nobody touching the floor, you know what I'm saying? Nobody touching JC. Don't tell me nothing. Man, when K Shine hit the JC, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you? I
Are you
said,
okay?
oh my
Oh
God,
man.
man. Come
The
on,
nigga
man.
said hanging out the window with the extendo poking out like an AC. I said, oh my
Yo, what?
God,
See,
bro.
power. Everybody don't pick up into the way he got into that was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga.
So exactly, bro. I'm right there with you, man. It's always good to hear the influences. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Mm-hmm.
see like the veterans doing their thing, and I like that you shout out the way that Big K decided to shape and mold his career, because there is autonomy in that, right? He never settled for anything. He always knew his worth and stuff like that. That brings me to RBE. You know what I'm saying?
1 second. I'm gonna turn my TV down. My son's
Oh yeah,
sleep downstairs.
100%,
I know
100%.
that shit loud.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. Big shout out to Power. Everybody sitting here. And EJ, I do see your super chat, and we're gonna get to that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But big shout out to you, shout out to people that's here and the whole RB process. JDK, chill out. I see you in the chat, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get back to my man Power.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? He's back here, you know what I mean? So yo, so a lot of things to get to, but you know, like I said before, you know, I just really felt like the way Big K has maneuvered his career to this point, you know what I'm saying, for him to have a title and really do what he's done representing Virginia and really staying true to the game and very consistent, you know, my sister Wing ends up building that, you know, that process, man. You know what I'm saying? The bricks and the intake, and you know, she's getting all this talent and stuff like that. How did you get connected? How did you get connected with that scene? And what made you choose to go the RB route over, say, Crucible or PGs, or to go to KOTD, or to just do what you was doing in Virginia? Why did you choose to do that, and how did you get connected?
I think it's more so loyalty with me. I'm a loyal person. You know what I'm saying? So I've had my shot with scouts on the other on the opposite side of things, and personally, I fucked that up. I can't say a bad thing about the scout I was involved with,
Yeah,
which was
this is
Kels.
URL.
Yeah, which
Okay.
was Kels. I don't have a bet. She gave me my shot.
Yeah.
I did what I did with that shot. That was my fault. I battled Keith in like 19, and I had battled Kush, and then
Mm.
Keith set me up where that nigga had the chess move lined up. As soon as I got off the stage with Kush, that nigga we was on a live. That nigga said, "You know what, Power? Got you next. You be
Mm.
ready in 30 days." My dumb ass, yeah, I can write 3 rounds in 30 days. Bitch, no, I couldn't. That nigga kicked my ass. I had the
Yeah.
material. I just won't comfortable with it yet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So whatever happened with that happened. You know what I'm saying? And then from that, RBE, Bree got his foot in the door.
Yeah.
Once
Jay
Bree
Bree.
got his foot in the door, that's my
Mm-hmm.
brother. You know what I'm saying? So we
Mm-hmm.
was you look on at Max Out One when he battled Delvo, I'm standing right there with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right. Big
then
opinion. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So from that, we took 11 people to Atlanta just for that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So we got through that, and then it just became I'm a fan. So when Caution battling, Breed battling, even Zay, a couple of other people I knew and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I known a lot of the bricks before there was a process. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I popping up at events, and then when the intake process started, I didn't even really care. Like I wasn't really too tough worried about it. But
Hmm.
then I called my manager at the time. I'm like, yo, should I send my footage to her and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking he was gonna do it. He like, nah, that's on you. So I'm like, all right, bet I'll send it to her. And when I got that call, it was like I was wondering when you was gonna send your footage. And you know what I'm saying? It's
Mm.
just it was like you want to come in now or you want to wait till the second go round. I'm like, yo, I'd rather wait till the second go round so I can see what get built, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
et cetera, instead of coming straight out the gate and intake one. And intake one had a win loss, which
Yeah.
not it's not that I was afraid of anything. It's just like I know what it is. Let me see how these niggas, the level of competition, and I'm gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? I'm working security.
Mhm.
I'll be this bitch. I'll be in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
goddamn, when two rolled around, I was just able to have a greater understanding of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Mhm.
like to go into nothing blind. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
whole situation. That's why I salute intake one, season one so much because they literally had no blueprint. They went in this bitch blind and figured it out. Same thing with the bricks. They went in
Facts.
blind and figured it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And so you get acclimated, you know what I'm saying, the Lord Rose and Boss Moves and things like that. And you start to build sort of this like you could see the progression, you know what I'm saying, from battle to battle. You kind of come with this aura and you add in different things to your game. This is why I rock with you because I don't feel like people sound like you. They don't project like you. You know what I'm saying? They're
Mm-hmm.
not on that type of time. And I get it now, like understanding your upbringing and things that you into, but it's like, what's been your goal as far as the RBE blueprint, the imprint, because you got so many names that have gone there and really prospered in their careers. And I remember when the guys left and you started to get Excel and Show Off and you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, like early Adi Boom, like Big Cannon, like Mr. Mills,
Mm-hmm.
like that type of shit. So what
Mr.
were you?
Mills back too. He on the
Oh
next
my God,
card.
man. I'm glad he's back, man. Against
Yeah,
6'8".
man.
6'8", you better write something. But
Yeah.
what was what was your goal in terms of like how you plan to sort of stand out and stuff like that? And just walk us through like the progression of your style through your battles on RBE.
Honestly, I knew I was a lock in lyricism. I knew that I could rap. I knew that I could write, but I also knew that I lacked in performance. So when I went into Lord Roosevelt, I'm gonna showcase my performance. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. Then when I finished with that, when we get out, usually after every battle, we sit in the spaces and everybody, whether it's brick, intake, judges, don't matter. You get your critiques and you better be able to take constructive criticism very well because these niggas, they're not harsh, but they're truthful. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, yo, you started off too slow. And in my head, I'm like, man, I ain't start off slow. Fuck that shit. I knew what I was doing. Shit, me. Nigga, that footage dropping. I listened to them first 6 bars and I was like, damn, I did start off slow, huh? I could have went without a
Mm.
lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with Boss Moves, I went back into, all right, well, I'm gonna punch faster. And they told me my punches could have been heavier. So I
Okay.
tried heavier punching. You know what I'm saying? Heavier punching. Went in, got that out the way, and then again, you start feeling yourself type shit. You know what I'm saying? Pause if necessary. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go in here and try something different now. So I
Yeah.
go up against Balboa, and instead of me focusing on performance and punching, I went direct. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to this man, so we gonna have a real conversation, and that messed me up more. So it would have translated on camera. You know what I'm saying? And he might have still gotten the building win, but I had a couple stumbles. So the couple stumbles just kind of threw off the flow pockets and shit like that. To the
Right.
point to where it was like, all right, you gotta give him that one. But niggas still say to this day, if you listen to my material, it would outweigh anything he had. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And shout out to because I got to get to these super chats because I don't know why we got like a random super chat beef right now. You know what I mean? Shout out my
It's
man.
me, baby. It's big power.
Yeah,
Niggas know
yeah,
what it
let's say.
is.
Shout out to my man EJ. He 499. Definitely appreciate it. He says, you know what I mean, the breed defiant. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is going on the
No, the
23rd.
breed different. That's the
Oh yeah,
new
the breed
card.
different. I'm sorry. Yeah, the breed different. This is on March 23rd to you know what I mean, March 24th. That's going to be the weekend and things like that. He also says JDK is a terrible person. So I don't necessarily
No,
know that.
JDK is a terrible person. He lives in Texas and he's a Philly fan. He's a
Oh
horrible person.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I
That's my
got
brother.
you know. Yeah, I wouldn't be fair if I didn't also give JDK. You know, shout out to
Oh
JDK.
yeah, he rich. I forgot he was
Yeah,
rich.
he dropped a super chat, $10. He says, salute to Tone, bro. Shout out to Power, EJ Mack, because he can't grow hair in his head. I believe that. And Kirk Franklin wouldn't let him on Stunt. Kirk Franklin wouldn't let him on the Stunt remix. JDK, we handling business up here, man. Chill
That
out,
shit
bro.
funny though, yo.
Chill out. The Stump
Hey,
remix
no,
is
you gotta let
crazy.
JDK cool, man. JDK pulled up in the guy to the last intake with a chauffeur and a 2024 G90. The nigga
Ooh.
stayed outside, sitting outside. The white man sitting outside, button suit and tie, waiting in the car for JDK to finish losing. The shit was terrible because he got his ass whooped that battle. Madison beat the shit out that boy.
Oh my
Good
gosh,
talk, good
man.
day.
Nah, shout out to that, man. Because so now you're in the process, you've learned things and things like that, man. And it's you know, it's interesting because the way that the game is, right? You know, you hear the A-Verbs of the world and different veterans, you know, and the sentiment is that the new guys aren't standing out. You know what I'm saying? That the game is on reset, kind of the game is in trouble. You know what I mean? And
What's the
you know,
reset mean? So you more inclined with stuff like that because I
yeah.
be hearing it, but I don't know what the game is on reset means.
Like meaning that we have to, you know, the bag isn't what it once was, you know, and
Was
that
it like that for everybody, or was it the bag like that for a handful of motherfuckers?
that's a good point. There were people that were in position at one point, but I feel like, you know, with caffeine coming in, you know, RB kicking up, you know what I'm saying, more sponsors, more visibility on battle rap, it was to a certain point. And we kind of, you know, for a bunch of different reasons, in my opinion, we kind of lost the feel to this shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can agree.
The investment in battlers and things like that and what was being brought to the ring. You being somebody that's on RBE that represents the new cloth. I want to get your perspective on kind of how the vets feel is that, you know, you guys aren't original. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not showing the initiative, y'all not showing the sort of hunger that made this situation what it was. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on that? You know what I'm saying? You feel like your generation's getting a bad rap when it comes to that, or you know what I mean? Do you kind of believe like, yo, we can step it up? Like, what do you think, bro? What do you think about that sentiment?
Personally, I don't. I feel like it's too many for you. Too many new battlers. Like me and Murder had a conversation where we were counting. He was like, "Yo, it's got to be upwards of 20,000 to 23,000 battlers now." When previously, you know what I'm saying, it was maybe 500, 100. Like, you know what I'm saying, shit like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's more not more difficult to stand out, but it's it's a little less possible to stand out as much as it has been in the past. Now, what I will say is that a lot of your standouts come with drama. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Talk to me.
if I'm not doing all of this rigmarole, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not gonna stand out to you. I mean, like I put a battle rap wrap up last week up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Monday, battle rap was broke. Tuesday, battle rap was dead. You know what I'm saying? By Wednesday, I forgot what happened when. Who is it? The battlers or the fans? Whose fault is it? And then by fucking Thursday, it was no. By Friday, yeah, Thursday it was. Battle rap was. Oh no, we got to do better. That's what it was. We got to do
Yeah.
better as battlers. You know what I'm saying? We got to get hungry again, et cetera, which I agree with. It's like, yeah, let's do this then. Damn right, let's get hungry again. And then Sunday morning, you wake up and all of the fans and the media is talking about, yo, you ain't see that battle rapper swallow a quarter? I can't win. There's no way to win.
Yeah.
And then niggas, you know what I mean? It's a magician. That's an illusionist. Like, you want no quarter eight, but I mean that's where the WWE comes into effect. And personally, I've never watched wrestling.
You never watched it?
Never been a fan. I've seen it. Yes, I've sat down. I played WCW on Super Nintendo, shit like that. SmackDown every once in a while when I was younger, but I've never been a fan of wrestling, bro. I was a boxing fan, but I never was a fan of wrestling.
You was never a fan of that. So when people compare battle rap to wrestling, it's like,
yep.
Wow.
Okay. Don't make me know, never mind. But I do feel like in order for us as the newcomers to stand out, it's gonna take relationships, networking, and supporting people, supporting the culture. You know what I'm saying? It's not just necessarily going to support your friends. It's actually being at events that you might not have nothing to do with. Being in quote that you said earlier, Twitter has taken over. Well, battle rap has taken over Twitter, or vice versa, where that's the main media platform, social media platform that going in other spaces. You know what I'm saying? Building those relationships. You know what I mean? Shit like that. I learned a lot from niggas like Spills, niggas like Doc Petty. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Wing, but that's on a different side of things. But niggas that like actually be in the spaces. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You, of course. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that you can just pick up shit from, and they give you the game for free. It's just niggas don't want to listen. I asked Spills maybe like 2 weeks ago, a week ago or something. I'm like, yo, matter of fact, it was Spills, J2, and somebody else was in the space. And I asked them straight up, like, yo, what can the newcomers, what can us guys do to make sure that we carrying along that torch the way y'all set it up? Niggas was like, yo, you already doing what you're supposed to do. So hearing shit like that just make me not change my formula. You know what I'm saying? But I really can't explain what the blueprint to it is. It just takes time and patience.
Okay.
That's literally what it is. When it's your time, it's your time, as long as you talented. You know what I'm saying? Stand out.
All right, it's petty time.
Now, right, I'm enjoying that.
Conversations need to happen as you progress in your craft. Now, sort of the veterans, and I'm sure some of them are on your radar and things like that. Yes, and I'm bringing out my book here. Who are some of the people that you need to have a conversation with at some point? Now, keep in mind the RBE roster does feature some hitters, right? That we've seen on these cards, the Ill Wills of the world, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people talking about like the show offs and Jay Murders and you know all these different people that's you know really foundational RBE. But who needs to have a conversation with Power? Who does Power want to have a conversation with in this battle rap form on that RBE stage? Talk to me, please.
Who was the two niggas on the new battle in Spotlight?
We had Los Prime, we had JR. Neither
them two got to get the fuck up out of here first and foremost.
Oh, okay.
It's my show. They got
your show. Okay, all right.
That's the first two. I don't even know them niggas, but they got to go. I've heard of Low Spring. No, you know what I mean? Respectfully. You know what I'm saying?
As far as the RBE goes.
Another one I learned today because he ducked me and did some pluck shit. Nigga EAZ.
EAZ. Wow. Really?
Yeah, he gotta go. I'm battling his mans in March, Dub and shit. But we were supposed to battle at Bricks versus Insane. Okay. Nigga got the fuck up out of here. He ain't come to, you know what I'm saying? He backed out and shit like that. Pulled some Fugazi shit today, so we gotta set that up off brand. That's gotta be an off league joint. You know what I'm saying? That's then you talking about the Rosenberg Raws, of course the Ill Wills, the King Los, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like I'm a lyrical pen nigga. So at the end of the day, that's if I don't have that in front of me, it's not gonna push me. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get into those quantum physics bags, you know what I'm saying? Even a QP clean. Should I fuck with QP clean? You know what I'm saying? Bill collector, floss the boss. but these are all people I admire. You know what I'm saying? I grew up watching type shit too. So
Right.
you know what I mean? It's like it's with me, it's more of a respect thing than anything else, unless I just outright don't fucking like you. And I'll tell you straight up ahead of time, like, yo, I don't like you. And the best way to do that is to have a conversation. Now, one that I'm looking to line up that's hopefully one of the ones that put me in a different light within my career would be like a Jay Moore.
Jay Moore. Jay Moore be talking that shit. I rock with Jay Moore. I ain't gonna
I do too.
Went
I fuck with
crazy
Jay
on
Moore.
the trenches. In my opinion, probably got caught in a little political, whatever the hell. But I've always thought he was dope. Why Jay Moore? Jay Moore.
It's one of them ones where it's like we kind of at the same level type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just you to have more certain opportunities than I have, but it's like let's have a conversation and see who deserves them opportunities because you've been fucking them up a little bit. Mind you, no, this is all respectfully because my man's is his manager. You know what I'm saying? But
okay.
That nigga still gotta go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All in the respect, but I definitely like that as a battle and things like that, man. And let's get into your goals as a battle rapper, as a brand. You know, what are some of the things that the fans that's tuning in now that's gonna go check out your work and the future fans, like what are some of the things that you hoping to bring to the table, bro? Let's get into that, man.
I mean, first of all, like we said at the beginning, knowledge yourself. I'm gonna teach you about like we going I feel like a lot of times when I get on stage, we gonna have a therapy session. I'm gonna teach you niggas how to not have to sit down and talk to somebody to talk out your own feelings and figure out how to get yourself out of those feelings and build the fuck back up. Cause ain't nobody got an easy road. Some of my goals would be, of course, to make it into the brick house. But when you talking, that's talking short term. You know what I'm saying? You talking long term.
Yeah.
It's being on those big stages. I want to rock a 5,000 crowd. You know what I'm saying? 5,000 person crowd, shit like that. Yeah. I want to feel that energy type shit. You know what I mean? I was there with Bree when he rocked the building, the opening battle. You know what I'm saying? Versus Delbo, 1,700 people in attendance. And that motherfucker went up, boy. And ever since that day, I'm like, bitch, when is it my turn?
Right.
God damn. Battling those surfs, those luxes, I mean, now it don't sound as far-fetched as it used to. Used to talk to niggas about it, and I'd be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want to battle a daylight. I want to do it. Yeah, you on a local league. Now I'm on RBE. Bitch, I can say that. So I want to get to the point, you know what I'm saying? Like that. And that's what it's about, man. It's about, oh, and then that's the other thing. I want to get into movies, acting, you know what I'm saying? I also, you know what I mean? I got a food truck. So, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I cook. I do a lot of shit, man.
That's what's up. All
Start my non-profits and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My clothing brand coming out soon. Thank you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
T and the Y.
Yeah. All right. I respect it, man. I like when there's other dynamics at play. You know what I'm saying? You into some other stuff and you can incorporate that into the things. But I like the idea of you battling like a King Los at some point. You know what I mean? Talking that talk and you know what I mean? People putting their thinking caps on. You know what I'm saying? I'm a backpack guy. You know what I mean? I come from that Raucous Records era. Yeah, I come from that. So I like the prospect of that, man. And it's definitely been dope. It's been refreshing watching some of the newer talent, in my opinion.
It has.
Because
I pick on them niggas all the time. I call them nerds and shit, but in all
you do. You're one of those people. You're one of those people.
Yeah, Yeah. But I will be honest that they're the consumers of the culture right now. You feel me? So we can't completely shun them. Like when you see me, like Nonchalant John is the only one that actually said something. And I said, "Are nerds taking over battle rap?" And that nigga responded, "Yes, we are, and we're not going anywhere." And that's the response I'm looking for. That's what the fuck I want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I respect it. You know what I mean?
Okay. And one final thing before I give you the floor for the closing. What does Big K being champion of the year and being from Virginia mean to you as a native? You know what I'm saying? For what you guys have built over the years and things like that. And I heard you in the intro saying you guys are often overlooked. What does him having that title mean to you as a new MC, also representing Virginia?
Honestly, where we come from, we don't really look at that as like if I was in his shoes, it's on some shit where I don't give a fuck. But for me to look at that shit, it's watching Av Young X break down the doors at, you know what I'm saying, URL and become main stage niggas on those platforms. Then Bree breaking down the doors at RBE and becoming main stage on that platform, you know what I'm saying? And then with Big K watching his run last year where he's like, yo, all right, fuck it, I'll take it serious. I'm gonna see what I can do with it. And he went out there and took that shit serious and won Cody. That shit make me want Av to be like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, fuck that. We going back to back next year. It's either gonna be me and Big K at 1 and 2 and we battling out, or it's just gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping the belt in 757 type shit. That's the type of energy we get from that. Like when you watch AI and Vic, yo, that energy is like it's up. You know what I'm saying? It's always up. And it's really a motivation. It's really motivation because it shows us that it can be done. The same way we looked at Vic and AI coming from where we come from to be in the NFL, to be in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, this shit possible, bro. I used to play baseball with this nigga, or my granddaddy used to coach him. You know what I'm saying? I used to go to Vic, you know what I'm saying, high school games, watching him throw 60 yards, left-handed, sidearm, and I'm left-handed. You know what I'm saying? That shit motivation. You know what I'm saying? Red beard, light skin, and freckles. Big K, white, red head, da-da-da-da. It can happen. It can really happen. Like,
yeah, it can happen. Yeah, talk to me, bro. Real talk, man. Nah, I appreciate that, man. I had to show love to the state and things like that, man. You know, it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a lot of great talent that comes out of that scene, and I think the energy is a little bit different over there. You know, and I salute Av as well, bringing the Sharks back and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because that's just an institution. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Rizzies and the Squeakos of the world, of course, too. You know, that's been talking that talk. You know what I mean? And it's dope, man. I want to keep seeing you. You always welcomed up here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Clip this up as you need to. Do your thing.
I'm definitely
you always welcomed up here, man. Win, lose, or draw. And as your career develops and stuff, we got to tap in more. And I like the fact that you got that energy and you got some drive and some focus. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the ISO. You can shout out what you need to shout out, man. Let the people know what time it is, how to follow you, of course. And you know what I mean? We're gonna get this show on the road. It's on you.
I bet. IG Alpha Ray Will _ between each word. You know what I'm saying? That's the Beta Ray Bill. It's the Alpha Ray Will. On Twitter, your baby mama best friend, YABMBFF. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube, Willpower Versus. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn RBE, big RBE shit. You go on RBE, you gonna see power up there, and it ain't gonna stop. You know what I mean? Goddamn shout out to the process, man.
Yeah.
If it was, Coach said it best. For every 10 motherfuckers that you hear saying that this process don't work, it's 100 motherfuckers telling you it works. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it really worked. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching it with Caution. Caution got Gwitty coming up next. You know what I mean? So seeing that, you know what I'm saying? That's my sister. So seeing that, and it's like, yo, I'm watching the culture. You know what I mean? Just you become a name in the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit real, bro. But outside of that, I'm just humble, man. I don't really got too much to say other than tell your baby mama to call me, man. Been a couple weeks, man. Her tax is about to come back. I know my cut.
Man. It is tax season. Some of y'all, you know what I mean? Like you gotta go for what you know. You know what I mean?
Niggas gonna be unhomeless in the next 3 weeks type shit.
Hey, yo, man, Power, man, I appreciate it building with you, getting to understand a little bit more and things like that, man. And then you got battles out here. Go to RBE, go check out the work this man is doing, man. Definitely one of the more unique sort of outlooks and stuff like that. And I think the fans is going to learn something from this interview about you and shit, about your origins and how you plan to impact this game, bro. So, you know what I mean? You win, lose, or draw. You always welcomed up here. All right?
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, man.
No doubt, man. Shout out to my man Power, VA stand up. You know what I'm saying? Definitely one of the guys that's really putting on for the scene. You know what I mean? And you know, you get the energy. Y'all understand the energy. So when y'all watch the battle and y'all see he talking that talk, but it's also, you know what I mean? There's some acumen here. There's some thinking, there's some things that go into this, you know what I mean? And that's why we here, so we can get to know these MCs, so they can brand, so they can talk, market how they market. So y'all starting to see that, you know what I mean? So big shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all share this. Yeah, big 757. Yeah, big shout out to y'all in here. And share all the spotlights. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be clipping up things and stuff like that. But don't go anywhere because we have one more. We got one more coming up. You know what I mean? Black Compass Media, Tone Bro, New Battler Spotlight. Shout out to my man Power. Shout out to RBE and Wing as well. We up out of here. Peace.